Well, hello, how are you? It's your Uncle Dave here. It's been too long. Nice to see you all. On this Veterans Day 2020, a year that we will hopefully forget very, very soon, I do want to take a moment to sincerely say how much I appreciate all of the heroic veterans who have fought for our country, fought for our freedom, so we are able to live the wonderful lives that we live in this country today. Um, so that's number one, first and most important. Number two is speaking of politics and the election, which I don't because I won't get into any controversy, but I do want to say this. There's a little bit of a personal controversy going on for your Uncle Dave right now. So many of you are aware that Pokemon King Gary is working with Steve Aoki. I know Gary, I don't know Steve, and I apologize for that, to do a charity event this coming Sunday. And so what they did, as I kind of read through the social media stuff, is they put together this signed poster circumstance where 39 of the top folks in the Pokemon hobby, the most renowned folks, got together, or however they did it, and signed this poster to commemorate the illustrator cards, the Japanese illustrator cards, of which there are now believed to be 39 copies. And I guess they're going to be auctioned off for charity or whatever. Well, yeah, Uncle Dave finished 40th. What I'm saying is I don't want to demand a recount. I don't want to say that that's not okay or that's okay. It is what it is. Sometimes you have to accept the results and move on. But in a way it hurts. In a way, not a great big way, maybe just a tiny way. Maybe not at all. Maybe it doesn't actually hurt at all. Maybe I don't really care. Maybe I don't deserve to be one of the top 39. And what does it mean, top 39? Oh, because you are younger than Uncle Dave. You're prettier than Uncle Dave. You know more than Uncle Dave. Your collection is broader and more wonderful. You have more PSA 10s. I don't know. You have more viewers. Does it matter? It doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Because Uncle Dave, he doesn't care. He's happy for the charities that are going to benefit the Steve Aoki Foundation, the Something About Autism charity that Pokemon King Gary is running. Of course, you know I have an autistic son, so why wouldn't I be behind that? And when I read things, it says that this whole thing is going down on Twitch. I don't know what Twitch is, but maybe it's like half Instagram and half Twitter. It's some live platform, right? I don't know. On a Sunday night, 5 p.m. California time. So please make sure to go out and find out about that and see what you guys can find out and enjoy and participate and donate. And it's wonderful to see all of these folks who finished above me. And that's just what it is. All right. My therapist says 3 weeks from now, I won't remember any of it. She says, pretend like you were number one and you'll feel like number one. And if reality doesn't set in, you'll always think you were number one. Okay, anyway, support the charity. Fantastic. I got in the hobby a little late. I don't deserve to be there anyways. Maybe I'm in the next 39, 5 to 6 decades from now when I'm dead. You know, there's a word for that. I don't want to get into it. Okay, so moving on past politics, the election, and Veterans Day, how about we talk about auctions and booster boxes? Let me hit the button here. We'll move over here. I got a rambling show today. I think it's pretty jam-packed. You guys should hang around. I think you'll like some stuff I'm going to say. Okay, number one, let's take a look at what's on the screen. We got a sealed, what is that? It's like an EX Sandstorm box, all right? So that got me thinking that there's these auctions that I follow every once in a while on eBay, and people will bid. I think this past week there was like a base set, not first edition, unlimited edition booster box that was being sold, auctioned. And I don't know what it finished at, maybe 30,000, 32,000, whatever, something like that. Here's what I want to say. Someone won that auction. And someone probably had to pay tax above and beyond that auction. So they got out of there for 32, 33,000, 35,000, whatever. And they got themselves a wonderful base set booster box. You guys know the prices have surged recently. I do want to at least acknowledge those who've said to me, Dave, it makes me feel bad because I'm just a little collector and I can't collect anything anymore. And that's so true. And there's something wrong about that in every respect. So I can't say anything more other than to acknowledge those feelings. It would make sense. For those that own the boxes, of course, they can't wait for things to surge higher, and I get that as well. I don't know what to say about that. I think we're all kind of formulating whether or not this is going to be is this just histrionics and just kind of a temporary phenomenon, or if it's going to continue to exist for a long time. We'll figure that out in time. But in the meantime, you have some auctions, they run, and someone wins. Do you know what? In that auction, someone's finished second. You know, someone finished third. Someone just got outbid by a smidge and they might have finished second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth. Well, let me let you in on a little secret. I have those boxes and I want to sell them. I keep telling you this. So there are many people who are finally kind of figuring this out, and they're finishing second in an auction, and they're calling me up or texting me up or tweeting me up, or, they come up to my front door. How do they know where I live? God, I can't stand the internet. Okay, forget about it. Anyways, and they're like, Uncle Dave, I need that box. I need that box. Can you help me out? And you know what? We work out a deal. And sometimes we work it out because they want it right then, and we figure out how to do the payments for it. And sometimes it takes a little time on payment plans. But what you guys need to understand, what I'm trying to convey to you, is if you are that second or third or fourth place finisher, or you know someone that is, I might be able to sell you that box lower than the auction winner, with the understanding, and you should understand it, that my stuff is pristine, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what box it is. My sources are there. They're understood. I've got extras of every single box except for the first edition base booster box. And I'd like to sell them. So I just want to continue to put that out there. A lot of people don't trust right now. There's these continuing tampers. A good friend of mine, Colin Glazner, just did a box break on his channel. And there was I was kind of watching a little bit about it. There was a Cosmic Eclipse or something box that was tampered with. Unbelievable. How do someone tamper with a brand new box, essentially? But I guess they do. This is one of the phases in the hobby that we're going to have to be most careful of, which is why it makes me very reluctant to go back and buy anything anymore. But everything I own has been owned for a long time. It's been bought from reputable sources. It's come out of sealed cases or whatever. You don't have to worry about it. And that's one of the huge advantages of dealing with me, because I have to sell this stuff. I want to sell everything extra in my collection as soon as possible. And I'm very frank about it, okay? There are people passing away that I know around me every single day. Wait till you guys get to 60 and older. And some of the folks that are watching are my good friends that are as that old and older, and they know. And it changes your thoughts on mortality. And it's a little bit of a difficult circumstance. So I cannot saddle my family with all of the extra stuff that I own. I need to sell it. Now, Uncle Dave, are you going to give us the best deal of a lifetime? No, not really. I'm not. But I'll try to make a fair deal. And I often ask you guys, what do you think I should sell it to you for, and give me the data? And you guys are so fair and so realistic, and we come together, and I have sold HGSS boxes, the Undaunted, this past week. I just sold the Team Rocket first edition box to someone. I just sold the HGSS Heart Gold Soul Silver base box. I've got someone working on another box. I think I've got a Furious Fist or something else. So this stuff is out there and available. Just know that I've got it for you if you'd like it. All right, next thing I'm going to be working on, this really is rambling. I'm 7 minutes in and I haven't said anything. This is one of my, so right now most people are, just go off and do something else. You come back in 7 minutes, I'll still be talking. So next thing, I got to sell the extra sets I have. So I'm going to try to give myself some kind of accountability rule, like, Mr. Uncle Dave, you are going to take every single day, you're going to do one set. You're going to look through your extras of one single set, and you're going to start getting, okay, this is my set, these are the extras, and you're going to start putting them up for sale. So I have to do this because I've got too much stuff that has to be sold. So keep an eye out for things. And I'm going to say something else about that for those of you who are kind enough to still be listening after almost 8 minutes of me rambling. I will help you if you help me. What does that mean, Uncle Dave? I feel helpful. I'd love to be helped by you. That's really nice of you. I love your attitude. What that means is there are people who come to me behind the scenes and say, you know what? I would like to have your EX cards, or I would like to have your Gold Star cards. And I have a list of those people. And I would love to take care of everybody. Obviously, I can't take care of all of you. But for those of you that say to me, Uncle Dave, you know what I did? I posted about you and your website on a channel, and it's got 2,000 people, and I wanted people to know, and I want you to see that I'm trying to help you out. That really helps me out a lot, okay? What's happening is I've evolved in this whole venture is I am not so interested in people subscribing and following and the monetization anymore. I hope that happens. That would be wonderful. It'd be fun to make a few pennies here and there. But what I've continued to tell you is I need to sell my stuff. I'm not looking to fire sale it when the hobby is this hot. You guys understand that. But I am looking to try to make deals that both of us can feel good about, or 3 or 4 of us can feel good about. So if you help me, I promise I will do my best to help you. Let people know about my website, davidpersin.com, Persin. Let them know that I've got stuff out there that you don't see. You aren't going to go out and find Pop Series 5, series type of cards that are non-holos. You can't. The packs are $300 to $400 now to try to open up a pack and get 2 cards. So take the time, tell people about me, tell me what you're doing to help, and let me know what you want, and we'll see if I can help. I'd love to make that a win-win. All right, what else we got? Let's see. Okay, I did all that. Let me talk about just some stuff on the personal side. I think that's fun. So you see the shirt I'm wearing right now. Let me get off this for a minute. I think it's much more important to look at my shirt than look at a $25,000 or $30,000 booster box, right? Uncle Dave, I don't think so. Okay, fine. I'm the one doing the video. I could be wrong, and you don't have anything to say right now. But do save it for later if I want to hear it. All right. You see the shirt I'm wearing? This is a Tommy Bahama shirt. It's a sweatshirt. It's got a little hoodie on it back here. It's kind of fun. I don't buy myself anything, okay? I just don't. I buy myself Pokemon cards, and that's about it. My wife might differ, but you'd have to talk to her over a cup of coffee or a beer or something. She'd give you the full scoop. I don't want to give it to you right now. So let's pretend I don't buy anything because I really don't. But every once in a while, I like to buy a sweatshirt. I just like them. I just like them. So this is a Tommy Bahama. I bought it a few years ago. Tommy Bahama is overpriced. It's so overpriced. Are you kidding me? Who would pay those prices? I do once a year. Once a year. I want to show you what came in the mail today. My mail day. But Dave, aren't you going to show us Pokemon cards? No, I'm not going to show you Pokemon cards. It's my mail day. So once a year, they give you a $50 coupon on over $100 spent. And this is what came in today. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, man. Do you love this? I love this. It's comfortable. It's cottonish. And it's sort of like what I'm wearing, but it's not. And I'm going to wear it over this next year. Usually I hoard it. I wait 3 to 4 years. I put it away in a cabinet, and then I'll wear it. I haven't really worn this before. I just took it out today to impress you guys with my wardrobe selections. But you can get a $50 coupon off $100. And so the shirt, again, that sweatshirt cost me $90. What the hell? It's like worth $22 if it wasn't Tommy Bahama. But I'm going to enjoy it and wear it 3 years from now. Hopefully you'll see me in it and you'll say, Uncle Dave, I remember that shirt. It's cute. All right, what else should I do? Let's talk about things that people have given me, because it's great to buy myself a gift, but how about what people give me a gift? Well, let's go back over here. I do want to show you this. On this little thing is this Pokemon stand. I did mention it, but I mentioned it in a live stream. And about only 22 of you ever watch my live stream, so I did want to get a little bit of a wider audience. And I want to thank Dan Patel from called Stand Up Displays. He's on Instagram, and so if you ever get to see him and you get to you like these things, he tells me Pokemon King Gary has bought a bunch from him. They're just cute, and you put a card in there. I don't have a card sitting there right now. If I have a card sitting there right now, I'd go like this, and I'd put it in there. You lied. You had a card sitting there the whole time. Yeah, but I didn't pre-plan it. I didn't think about it, so never mind. And that's how it sits up. Is that cool? What is that, David? What is that card? Are you going to foreshadow something later in the program? You're darn tootin' I am, and it's big news. It's big news. Don't go anywhere. Uncle Dave, you seem bossy. Are you under stress? My prescription ran out a couple weeks ago, and they're doing that whole, doctor by visits. You have to only talk by the phone. It's hard to get a prescription when you can't stick your hand through the internet. Okay. All right, let's go back and let's just put that away. By the way, look what this camera's focused at. Are you looking at this mat? Look down at the mat. Stop looking at what you're doing and look at the mat. I got to say it 10 times like talking to my kids. Look at this. This beautiful mat is a gift that someone sent me. Carlin McLean and his wonderful wife. He won't tell me your name. I've never made a pass at or anything. He still won't tell me your name. But they are so kind, and they are great supporters of the community, great supporters of me. And they said, you know what, David, we're sick of looking at the marks in your marble bar because they're distracting and they make the stuff you're trying to show us doesn't come out as well. So they actually ordered through the Pokemon Center and had it sent to me directly, this beautiful Pikachu sports map. I couldn't be more grateful. It is not monetary. It is just the thought of someone taking the time to think of me and be that kind, which is absolutely mesmerizing, blows me away. So thank you to a great and wonderful friend and supporter, Carlin, and his wife, whose name he'll tell me at some point, and their daughter and son who don't know that they're supporting it as well. His daughter loves Mew cards and his son loves Pikachu cards. And I hope that Dad's doing a good job buying those for them all the time. Now, Uncle Dave, you got anything of value for us today? Can you give us some surprise information that maybe we aren't all aware of? Funny you should ask. I just mentioned the Pokemon Center, PokemonCenter.com. Well, you may not know this, and if you don't know this, watch this video, get off your butt, get on the internet, and go buy this right now. PokemonCenter.com, United States and Canada, to commemorate the opening of the Canadian side of this PokemonCenter.com, is giving away a special card called Special Delivery Pikachu with any order over $20. So you go out there now, you jump out there, and you get a little ornament, and you get free shipping. It's not an ornament, but it's a little brass type thing that comes, and you get a free shipping for your order over 20, and you get the free special delivery Pokemon card that people are already selling for 30, 40 bucks, but you don't care because you're going to buy it before it sells out right away. And what did you buy, Uncle Dave, for your stuff? I don't like their prices. They're a little high. So you know what I bought? What'd you buy? You already asked me. Be patient. Let me answer the question. God, it's unbelievable. You guys slow down. I'm old. What I bought matching decks. They're the double deck boxes and the sleeves. So I bought a couple of Pikachus because I love the look of Pikachu on there in the deck that has Pikachu. I like anything that says new. And the total of that came out to be $21, which was just above my minimum. It worked out perfect. And I also bought a couple of the Charizard, I don't know what they're called, Gigantamax or something stuff. But those are already sold out. The Charizard sleeves were sold out, so I could only buy the deck boxes, but I bought a couple because I think in a couple years I'll be able to sell those for double or triple. Or you know what, I'll give them to friends, you know, and I'll give them to enemies. I'll do something with them. I don't know what I'll do. Okay, but I got my free Pikachu cards, which was most important. And by the way, thank you to the people that tell me about this stuff. The gentleman that told me this, and he's really good about keeping me in the loop, and others as well. I'm so thankful for you guys that say, Uncle Dave, there's a new card out there. Don't you dare miss it. This was T-I-V-I. If you put the I, the V, and the I together, it makes Tim. His name is Tim. But he did something clever because, oh, he's going to show us that he's got a wonderful sense of creativity. We'll never understand his name. Yeah, I got your name, buddy. Well, I know you told it to me. I couldn't get it before that, but I've got it now. Stop. Okay, and speaking of the internet, let me say this to you. I have another friend who a couple of years ago, just to say thank you for helping, and he's helped me, and I won't mention any names because a lot of stuff just needs to be, you know, incognito because I can't mention everybody's names, you know? Some people like their privacy. Everybody these days in the internet is like, show me and let me show you. No. Some people just want to remain away from the limelight. Don't criticize them for that. Let them be. Imagine there was a charity auction going on or a charity thing going on right now, and there were top 39 people and you finished 40th. How would you feel? Okay, I've already done that. I mean, do I seem better? I'm not. I shouldn't seem that way. I've got to really work on that. So anyways, the gentleman I'm talking about got me this wonderful gift called Jenny's Ice Cream. Okay, it's jennys.com, Jenis. You are so random, David. You're talking to us about ice cream now. You know I'm a foodie. I just want to put it out there. If you order Jenny's Ice Cream from wherever the heck they are, the corporate site, I don't get anything for these endorsements, by the way. You have to pay shipping because you know why? They're going to send you ice cream overnight. It's on dry ice, like 18 or 20 bucks minimum for shipping. They're running a special. It came in my phone today, and you don't pay any shipping through Sunday. So if you want to try some flavors of Jenny's Ice Cream, you got to buy 6 little pints. They're expensive. Well, David, you have more money than us. No, you guys have as much money as I have when it comes to ice cream. Just spend wisely and budget accordingly. I want to just read you some of these flavors, okay? I'm going to buy 6 pints. Yeah, but could I buy them in my store for $4 a pint and I got to pay 12? You're right. But can you get these flavors? Cognac with gingerbread. Oh, somebody's ears just perked up. They might have even perked up. Perked up. Diddly-da. Go away. Okay, white chocolate peppermint, pumpkin cake roll, Middle West whiskey and pecans. I know my guy Drunken Chicken Fingers or whatever is just perked up right there. Skillet cinnamon roll. Skillety cinnamon roll with that glaze. Caramel pecan sticky buns. Now, is it caramel or caramel? Is it almonds or almonds? I don't know. As you guys would say, it's however you say it, Uncle Dave. Thanks. Savannah buttermint and brandied banana brulee. Okay? I just put it out there. I'm going to order. I don't care. I could die tomorrow. It could happen. I hope it doesn't. And I'm going to have some brandied banana brulee with free shipping before I do. Good. Thanks for listening. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk about box breaks. How about if we do that? All right. So I have a box break tomorrow, which is the November 12th. What are we doing tomorrow? We're doing Darkness Ablaze, my last one of those. It's a random box break, so that'll be fun in the afternoon. If you get a chance, come by and hang out with us. I love the commentary. I love to be able to help. I'm going to show you some cards here in a minute. Don't think you're getting off without seeing some wonderful, amazing cards. So I'm going to do a box break, and it's going to be the 10, where everybody's 10 entries. Each one gets a certain energy type in the box. And then shortly thereafter, I'm almost ready to do my Furious Fist box break. My prices are dirt cheap. Please go to the website, davidpersin.com. There's about 8 entries left. You get 2 packs per entry, and it's about $15 or something plus shipping. So it's a good deal to get that done and get some people a chance to get some Furious Fist cards as well. And I thought of another thing that I'm going to put out there. You know, work as a community to help each other, help yourselves, and let me help you. That's a lot of helping. That's like helping to the third exponent. For those of you that understand math. For those of you that don't, I got to put it in some kind of left brain, right brain thing. Let's say you were drawing a picture and you had shading, but you had a 3-dimensional thing. That's what I'd be talking about, 3 dimensions, okay? have no idea what he was even talking about at this point, but I think I was talking about box breaks. So helping each other. Here's the thing. What you can do is you can say, you know what? Let's get Uncle Dave to do a box break for fill in the bank box, okay? And I think that this is a box break that we could get people to pay $200 a thing for. We know he's got one. And let's see if we can raise the community to do this kind of thing. If that comes to you on a platform, on a forum, over Thanksgiving dinner when you're not socially distancing, whatever it is, just reach out. Let's put something together, okay? Help Uncle Dave get rid of some inventory so you'll have helped his family survive when he's no longer here. That's what we're trying to do. We're going to do it together, as morbid as it sounds. Totally great. Okay. Let's see what else we have on here. I am going to have my son. My son worked on a paper. This will be very soon. I'll do another video as well. And I want my 9-year-old, who I've mentioned is autistic and ADHD, Luke. I'm going to have him read his paper from his 4th grade class that we wrote together on Pokemon. Actually, we kind of did it together, which is fine, but he's going to actually read it for you. And it's got some inaccuracies because I didn't need to be completely accurate for his 4th grade class. And I thought he was going to be able to do a slide presentation because in the previous stuff that he's had to do assignments, they had to do slide presentations. So we built one only for his instructor to say, you know what, no slide presentation this time. Well, I'm going to try to navigate the slide presentation while he reads for you, and I hope you guys will enjoy that. And maybe you guys will send him some commentary and say, you know what, pretty cool, Luke, and give him some good feedback. That would be nice if you get a chance to do that as well. All right, I'm going to show you some cards. So here's the thing. I'm pleased to announce to you that I have been able to pick up the last major hole in my collection. So being excited is not the way to put it. I'm beyond excited. It doesn't look like it because I can't always show what I need to show, right? It just is what it is. I hold it in. I'm a closed book. I keep my book closed. No one's going to read the cover to cover of what I entitle or call myself my book. And if you want to read my book, if you want to know what's inside my closed book, go buy the darn thing. You know what? I'm not a library. I'm not going to lend it out. But by the way, if you have a library card, I wouldn't mind seeing it. So I don't really know where I was going with that. It made me think of a Zoom call. I've been thinking of this idea. Someone's going to steal it now because everybody's one step ahead of Uncle Dave. Oh, Uncle Dave, you're so old. Why don't you keep your ideas to yourself? People wouldn't steal them. I tried that. How do you think the pre-release rights you got out there? Yeah. Okay. No, forget it. Anyways, not the pre-release rights you itself, of course, just photos. So my book to book, I don't even know what I was talking about. Anyways, sometimes, when I do a video at dinner, when I do a video around dinner time and I'm exhausted because it's Veterans Day and I didn't have my regular routine with my son in school today, I don't even know who I'm talking to right now. I'm looking into this thing right here. It's like a circle and it's a hole and there's people on the other side. And I'm like, I just come in and I'm like, we could play like Peekaboo. Okay, wait. Peekaboo. I'm just doing this for my granddaughter. Pikachu. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. Relax. Anyways, okay. So those of you that understand sports, I did a 3-team trade. I took someone who wanted something and someone else who wanted something and put the 3 of us together and we all got what we wanted with this amazing trade and this amazing payment and this amazing trade payment thing. You ready? The last set of cards is now knocked off my list. I got nothing, guys. I got 5-10 cards left that aren't some kind of error card. And we could debate all day whether or not they are or aren't. I've got a bunch of errors in the collection. Some I don't have. I'll work through them if I choose to. But the last big set is now complete. Let's take a look. What do you see here? What do you see? These are the Holo Cards from the base set 4th print Australia collection, okay? That was issued in 1999. And if you look at the bottom, which I know it's not the easiest to see, but it says the copyright is 99 to 2000. So I got myself a PSA 9 set of all of these cards, okay? But by the way, that really should be the finish of my video. And it just got to me, I forgot to say one thing. And I'm going to put this out there for the few people that are listening still, okay? And I want you to pass the word. If you don't want to pass the word, don't pass the word. But I'd like for you to pass the word. But if you don't want to do it, don't do it. You don't have to do what I ask you to do just because I ask you to do it. It's just your Uncle Dave. Sure, disappoint him around the holidays. That's fine. Okay. I just got a case of Vivid Voltage in. You guys need to listen to the words of this email. I wrote this to the people who I'd heard good things about, and I chose to order and try them out for the first time. And I told you I was going to call out people that I don't think are doing their job the best way, so here we go. I said, hello. I'm going to tell you who I sent this to in a minute. It's a company. I said, I just received my Vivid Voltage case shipment from you today. This was my first order with you. I want to express my disappointment that the case came in damaged. I should actually show you, but I don't know that I can. I'm going to try to grab it just in case I can show it to you. Let me see if I can get it over there. It might be way too big to do this, but I'm just going to put it here. Yeah, it's too close, but all right, we'll look at a corner here. Okay, you can get a feel for what's going on. Okay, just to see that for a minute. So I said, the case came in damaged. As a mint case and box collector, I asked before I ordered whether the case would come double boxed. And while you did double box it, the outside box was not that much larger than the case itself. As I'm sure you know, it contained no inside protective packaging. Nothing. I am a seller myself with a reputation for impeccable customer service and packaging and 100% feedback on all of my platforms. I'm also the owner of the world's largest English language Pokemon card collection with a growing social media presence. From my perspective and for what it's worth, a business reputation is the most important characteristic for long-term success. Just a handful of well-positioned peanuts in the corners of the outside box would have made all of the difference in the world. Yes, a little more time and expense, but a whole different result. Thank you for taking time to read my message and to consider my feedback. Here is what came back, and I'm going to show you this in a minute. But Uncle Dave, this really isn't your fault and their fault. This is the packaging, right? This is the shipper, right? Well, you tell me. As I lift this up, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but as I try to lift this, let's see if I can show you this at all. I'm just making sure. I thought I turned off the recording. Hang on, I keep doing the same thing. Well, I can't show you this the way I want unless I pull back. I'm going to pull back. So look, let's look at the boxes. Can you see the two boxes side by side? I picked up the camera, how close they are in size, okay? So this seller, what they did is they stuck the one box inside the other and sent it out. They didn't put any packing, any packaging, any styrofoam, anything, and it just got tossed around till it got damaged, all right? Okay, so this is the seller's response. Let me get this back in place here. The seller's response went like this. David, thank you for reaching out. I do apologize for how the USPS treated your package. Of course, it's not going to be their responsibility because they don't take accountability for problems. I take accountability for problems. Like I told you, transparency and accountability, the way I live my life. If you would like to return the sealed case that you received at your cost, I would be more than happy to fully refund the purchase price of the case upon arrival back to me. And then he went on to tell me why they have no more available and everything is sold out. So, basically intimating and implying that it'd be stupid for me to return it because I'm not going to be able to buy it anywhere else at this point in time. So this was from Daniel Thomas of Safari Zone Collectibles, okay? Now, let me contrast, and I hope you guys understand. I would not ever do business again with Daniel Thomas of Safari Zone Collectibles because Daniel Thomas of Safari Zone Collectibles does not care about his customer service. He is praying that stuff's going to get there on time, going to get there in a decent way, and that you won't have to do anything with respect to returning anything from customers. He's just hoping, all right? Let me read you now, by contrast, someone who's writing about little old Uncle Dave, and they just got a package from me all the way to Australia. I forgot to mention, Uncle Dave, great packaging, best I've ever had. So all I'm saying is, guys, if you take the time to build a reputation, you don't want people talking bad about you. You don't want people going elsewhere. You can go to Blowout Cards. You can go to Collector's Cash. They double, triple box. Fantastic companies out there that don't do such a volume and don't care about their customers. So Daniel Thomas's argument, if you called him, would be, you know what? We don't make very much off those cases. It's not worth my time. Well, my argument is if you're going to do business, you ought to make it worth your time, okay? Good, I had to get that off my chest. Thanks for listening. Now I'm going to go back to this. This was the last set of cards that I needed to complete my comprehensive Pokemon card collection. So I do have a handful of variant or two I still need, a little bit, and some foreign cards. But take a look at these amazing PSA 9 cards. I just want you to see the bottoms as I go through. Trying to hold it up. And so with my recent 2 major acquisitions, which was the Fossil Red logo set, and with the 4th print base set Holos now, all in PSA 9 condition, I have all of the sets complete, at least in the basic formats. And I'm now going to work on the 5 or 10 variants I need to complete every single English card that has been known to exist. Of course, you guys know I have every single trophy card as well. And I'm missing one of the trophy cards, one only of all of the years going back to 2004, whether or not it was a 1st, 2nd, or 3rd place trophies, or ones that had 4th place too. And what's interesting about this set is this set cost me in the trade quite a bit more money. So the folks that I were dealing with said, David, we want to be upfront with you. You know how the market has surged. Just going to try to hit this a second. And so there is, these cards are worth a lot more than they were 3 or 4 months ago. And I had to get kind of wrapped up in that too. And that makes it hard. I just want to mention, because you guys call me and say, look, can I buy that? How come you have that box for $4,000 and not $3,000? And I say, well, you know, the surge has affected us all in some way, and everybody wants me to sell cheap, which I get. But I don't get to buy cheap when I get to buy this as well. I get to have to, unfortunately, buy expensive a lot of the time too. So I'm going to get to the best cards here at the end, but I do want you to see these. I want to mention one more thing about these cards. I believe that when all is said and done, that you guys will find that these 4th set Holo cards in pristine condition, in 8, 9s, or 10s especially, will be one of the most difficult cards sets to come by. So I encourage you to keep an eye out for them if you are looking. They have gone up a lot, like I said. Here's what happened. This will be my last, piece of this broadcast. Boy, did it go much longer. But this is an important thing to say. I was down to only owning 3 or 4. I was down to only needing 3 or 4 cards left to complete this set. I needed the Charizard, I needed the Blastoise, the Venusaur, etc. And rather than just find and look for those cards, I was able to craft a deal where I bought the whole set, right, of Holos. You can see them. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put all of my extra cards back on the market. Some are graded, some aren't, but they're all in 8, 9, or better condition. A lot are PSA 9s themselves. Uncle Dave, why do you bring that up? Because when you are wheeling and dealing, I encourage you to wheel and deal. Go big or go home, right? That's what it is. We talk about it. So here's the Venusaur, by the way. Beautiful cards, beautiful PSA 9s. So go big or go home. What does it mean? It basically means to me that you may have a chance to take something in a bigger deal and get a bigger discount, right? Let me tap this and try to get some focus here. You may have a chance to get something that is a bigger discount, a better deal by buying the whole collection, the whole set, and then move from there to fill your holes and go and sell the rest. Well, I did the same thing with the Fossil Red set, and I did the same thing with this set. What I did is I bought the whole collection and was able to then navigate through that 3-person trade that I talked about. So where I will get a better deal on the collection for buying it in bulk. I will be able to sell my extras at a greater price in the markets today. Beautiful cards, 8s, 9s, whatever. And I will hopefully come out ahead, meaning I end up paying less for the cards. And I did the same thing with the Fossil set, whereas I was able to get some beautiful second set of that card set. A second version, in other words, another 10 of the 14 or 15 cards I needed in the deal, and was able to then call out to others who were interested in them and give them a chance to buy the cards and take some additional income from that, which made the set price less for me as well. So I go into these opportunities with a thinking such that how can I make something work for more than myself, maybe for me in the community, but ends up benefiting me in the community too. And in the end, it really does benefit me, which is helpful from a cost standpoint, because these kind of acquisitions are expensive. But I am now down to a point where I'll be able to reveal very soon the 7 or 8 cards I need, mainly foreign ones. When I say foreign, I mean like they're the ultra bolas, you know, the regional or national, or I don't know what they're called. They're not world championships, but those cards that come, I guess they're called regional. Like there's North American, Oceania, European, those kinds of championships where I might need a handful of cards that are top 8s or champions in different languages, but they have English language on the card. So, and other than that, it's about done. So I'm pretty proud of that. Having fun, mainly because of all of you and your participation. This was really a scattered video, but I hope you get the message. The message is my stuff is legit. My stuff is up for sale. I'm not taking it with me to the grade. So whereas a lot of people are holding and waiting for further market surges, I really don't care. My goal is to get down to everything I have in my collection just there and everything else gone, and then decide what I'm going to do at that point in time with the collection. Keep it, not keep it, but that's a discussion for another day. But right now, I would feel good if I didn't have any extra and I could help you guys out. So thank you for listening. I hope everyone is doing well. The box break tomorrow afternoon. Come visit me again on Thursday, November 12th. And then hopefully my son's speech thereafter. And then I'll begin to show you a bunch more stuff. Continue to look at my website, davidpersin.com. I try to get stuff out there as much as possible. And the other thing I didn't say, which I should have said, which just popped into my mind is, if you don't like a price on there and you want something from that site, you make sure to let me know, okay? You sometimes have to justify it for me. You have to say, Uncle Dave, you can't, can you sell it to me for this because this is what I see in the markets, etc. But I will tell you one other thing. I am not looking to sell things and cause an explosion or an earthquake in the Pokemon financial markets. And what I mean is, I'm not going to sell stuff utterly cheap so that it affects other people's card valuations, which means things that I might be willing to sell cheap, I'm going to do it in a private confidential sale. That's when you need to reach out. I see that you have a top 32 card, Uncle Dave, from 2000, whatever, and I really want it. What you guys don't know is I might have one of that card or I might have 14 of that card. I don't have 14 of the card, but you get the point. And so if I'd like to sell one more than the other one that I've only got one of because I've got 4, maybe I will. So if you don't reach out and you don't ask for the order, you never get the order, okay? So that's part of life for all of you sales folks that are out there. Again, my sincere appreciation, gratitude for taking the time to watch one of my longest videos in a long time. It's been a while since I've been out there. Get a hold of me. Tell me what's going on. Let's make some deals happen, okay? Be safe. I'll see you tomorrow.